Mr. the Cast, do you know what time it is? It is time to give awards for
awards.
the evening. And can I go first, please? As if we really need, as if everybody in the audience tonight doesn't know who we are about to give the off-bench award to. Kenzie Hanson, obviously, the off-the-bench contributor, 16 points this evening, huge game. And Mr. the Cast, the final decision of player of the game is up to you. But there's our off-the-bench player of the game is Kenzie Hanson with 16 points, rebounds. Mr. Lacasse, your choice for player of the game, however, went to who?
My choice for player of the game, I had to go with Grono. I mean, really, this was a bench player's game, really. I mean, when you go to look at it, the starters, again, they had a great game, but the off-the-bench players really put this away for BB. But you'd have to go with, in my opinion, you have to go with Grono. She was just, her regular self. She just went out there, did her job, got it done, and because of it, BB won.
Indeed, and don't let the graphic fool you. It was, as Mr. Glass says, a bench game. But, when you have such talent, as Coach Barry does, and the ability to put bench players in, to put your freshmen and sophomores in, with for the rest of the second half, about 5 minutes left of that, and put your juniors and sophomores in at the end of the first half, that's confidence, and that's a good ball club. And that was a victory tonight for these Beaver women.
Yes, it was. I mean, it's great to see the confidence that Coach has in her young players when she can put them out there with 10+ minutes left. And granted, it was a 12-point lead, granted, but to put your players in there, and there you see the final score, 87-62. But you put your players in up 12, 10+ minutes to go, and it was just some kind of confidence to put in those underclassmen players, in my opinion, Jay.
It really is, and we will have some highlights for you, hopefully, coming in a few minutes here. But until that time, we're going to let you know that what you're looking at right now is, the men's game that will be coming up momentarily here. These BV guys, yep. Here are our highlights, as a matter of fact. So we'll get back to talking about the guys in a second.
Here come those highlights. We're going to take a look at those highlights right now.
Great highlights there. But as you can see, the men's game coming up here. Great game tonight by this BB women's team. Puts them up there at 13-4. We're going to have to take a quick commercial break here in a moment. But we'll be right back. BB men's game against same Dubuque squad, the Spartans. We'll be right back in just a minute. This is Jay and Matt.
Kathy died real suddenly from a brain aneurysm. She was 29 years old. There was no warning. Organ donation was a very painful decision to make on my own. I wish we'd talked about it because I didn't know if I was doing the right thing. We didn't have that discussion because we thought we were young. We thought we had a lot of time, but we didn't.
Only you can prevent forest fire.
And it's true. We know we can count on you to do what Smoky says.
Drown your campfires with water. Make sure it's totally wet. Then stir and drown again.
We know we can count on you to do what Smoky says.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Welcome back to the Stevens Fieldhouse. I'm Matt LaCasse along with Jay Enser.
The dynamic duo in his house.
The dynamic duo. And right now we've got an interview, football coach Joe Hadachek, and we're going to have Mr. Scott Heinley interviewing him. So why don't we take a look at that?
Right.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I'm talking to head football coach Joe Hadachek this evening. Coach, first of all, right now we're in the middle of February. Recruiting has been going on now for a couple of months. And how's that going for your team so far?
It's going extremely well. We've had an excellent group of young men on campus. We still don't know who we're going to end up with yet until financial aid is completed and the rest of our visits are taken. But I feel very optimistic right now in terms of the amount of skilled people and the offensive and defensive linemen we'll be able to bring in this class, Scott.
All right, great. And again, trying to build on last season. As we take a look ahead to 1998 in fall, what are going to be the strengths of this team?
Well, I definitely think offensively our offensive line should be a strength of our team. We returned 4 starters, 5 including the tight end with Ryan Grubb, and I expect those people to perform extremely well next year. Question mark will be the offensive backfield. Graduating Pelusi, we went through about 4 or 5 running backs, so that's the big key for us to be more successful on offense. Definitely with the return of Chase Young at kicker, I see that being a big asset in terms of an offensive weapon. And on defense, defensive backs, we return 3 out of 4 there, graduate 2 out of 3 linebackers, and up front we lose Paul Schrader, who's a definite impact player in our league. But I think it'll be an exciting year for Beaver football.
Okay, so lose a lot on defense, but still got some depth back there, especially on the defensive line, I think.
Yeah.
So this year, a new thing is coming up, spring practice. Now you have 10 days you can practice during the spring. You haven't set those dates yet. They're not set in stone. But I think that's really going to help your team. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Never had the opportunity before. We are going on a foreign tour. We're going to Germany. In Frankfurt, we're playing a team called the Hanau Hawks, which are the 3rd-rated team in all of Europe. So they're a pretty good football team. They've got some players that have had experience with like the Frankfurt Galaxy and the Rhine Fire, which are World Football League teams. So it's going to be a very hard game to win. But they've had great attendance at all their games, Scott, and we're expecting almost 10,000 people at this game. And our guys are excited about it. With 10 spring practices, it'll allow us to give some guys an opportunity to maybe play a different position, to take a look at some things we may normally not get to see on offense and defense. And 40 of the players have decided they're going to make the trip. We have almost the whole coaching staff going, and some people within the community have also decided to go. So not only will it be a great football game, but it'll be an educational trip for these guys. We're going to see a lot of different things in Germany.
Oh, yeah, and you mentioned playing in front of a packed house overseas in Germany. That's got to be a great treat just for anybody that goes.
It does. Football's catching on like crazy over in Germany. And the neat thing about it is, you know, I think they really admire the NFL. They watch that on TV, and they're trying to duplicate that type of football over there. And of all the foreign countries that are basically playing football right now, Germany probably has the greatest interest from the fan support, and also probably has the highest level of football in terms of talent. So it's going to be an interesting game to see how we match up, and we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a great trip. Okay,
Coach, I guess I'll let you get back on the recruiting trail,
okay.
And good luck to you with that. And as you go overseas to Germany, I'm sure I'll be talking to you again before that. So
thanks, Scott.
Right now, we're going to toss it to these commercial breaks, and we'll be back right after this.
Ryan Harder down here on the floor of Siemens Fieldhouse. Tell you what, it's a great night for basketball. BV women beat Dubuque by over 20 points, and the men are looking to do more of the same. It's a great night for basketball. We got it all coming up right here on Innovation Video. So stay tuned for me and Jeff and these commercials from Innovation Video.
Back courtside again. James are with Mr. Matt Lacasse, also known as Casa to his friends. Mr. Matt Lacasse, that first game, Beaver women's team rolled by 25 points. Now we got a critical matchup. This men's team, they don't control their destiny anymore. This BV men's team, they lost to, I believe it was down in Indianola last week to Simpson, was it not?
And then they had Co up here last Saturday night. They lost that one, but they lost a tough one.
That took them out of it. Like I said, they don't control their own destiny anymore. They have to win tonight to get back in the hunt for the conference championship and for the bid to the big tournament.
Yes, they do. They have to win tonight, and like Jay said, they don't control their own destiny anymore. They need a couple teams to lose, and if Simpson loses or one of those top two teams loses, BV is right back in that hunt for the conference championship. But like Jay keeps saying, they do not control their own destiny. They need to keep winning, though.
This Dubuque team is no slouch. However, the men's team, like the women's team, finally suffered a home loss this year. This is not something altogether too impossible if Dubuque were to come in and win tonight. Van Haften really, he can't have that happen. His team really needs a win tonight. Any last thoughts before we go to the interview, Matt?
Well, Dubuque's right in the middle of the conference. They're about 6-12 in the conference, I believe. I've never really seen them play. Can't really say anything about them. But, again, they can't look past them. Even though they're in the middle of the conference, you really can't look past them.
As we mentioned with the women's game, this BV squad needs to win tonight and then needs to win the next game to get back in the title hunt. One of the key factors in this BV title hunt is head men's coach Brian Van Haften. We have an interview with him. I believe Mr. Scott Heinley has just won. Scott, we're going to send it up to you guys if that's who it is. But we'll send a Brian Van Haften interview.
Hello, Beaver basketball fans. Well, we just saw the women play against Dubuque. Now let's see what the men have for us. Right now, Coach Brian Van Haften is over here to tell us a little bit about what to expect for tonight's game. Thanks for coming over today, Coach.
Hey, I'm really excited about being here.
All right, so can you tell us a little bit about what you expect for tonight's game?
Well, we expect a good game. Dubuque is much improved over last year and is also a team that's much improved as the season has went on. Had a great win last week Saturday at William Penn. They won 101-92. Their point guard had 33 points, and so we're going to have a good game against their point guard tonight.
All right, and one of the things that I know about last week's games that had kind of been a big difference were that the crowd support was so great. I mean, I went to the Simpson game, and there were so many people that made the trip there.
Yeah.
And, I mean, how do you think that affects the team?
Well, I think it's been great. I mean, we really appreciate the fan support. We enjoy, having the fans get after it in the stands, and we're looking forward to having them back again tonight.
All right, and you guys also play Saturday. It's an away game.
Yes, play at Luther. It'll be a tough game for us. We haven't won there in about 3 years. They're about 4th place in the league. They're a different kind of team, and they slow it down a little bit. They are the best defensive team in the league. They've really done a nice job all year. The coach has done a great job. They don't have a guy who averages in double figures. They just got about 7 guys who average about 8 points a game, and they just do a great job. And so Luther's going to be a very difficult game for us. Both games can be very difficult for us. We need to get back on the winning way here tonight, and if we can rebound, play a little better defense, a little bit more pressure on the ball, we're going to be pretty good tonight.
All right, now the last time you and I talked, we were talking about how some of your players were sitting at the top of the conference in some of the statistics.
Right.
Can you tell us maybe if that's changed at all?
Actually, we're a team, for being a team that's only 1 game out of first place, we don't have any categories where we lead. And I think that tells you how good of a team I think we really are. Aaron Bloom is up at the top in free throw shooting, up close to the top. I think we lead the league in 3-pointers made on the season in the league, and which doesn't come as any surprise. And also, Nick Detlinger and Aaron Bloom are in the top 10 in scoring. And so that's kind of where we're at right now. Nick Detlinger needs 1 block to break the career record for blocks in a career. And so he'll be number 1 on that list with his next block. And Aaron Bloom needs about 40 points for 1,000 points. And so we're hoping that he can get that, and Nick can get that block at some point.
All right, well, good luck in tonight's game, Coach, and good luck tomorrow against Luther.
We'll need it.
All right, let's see what they have for us.
Thank you very much, Miss Stacy Mraz.
And that's my fault. I said it was Heinley. That was my fault, Miss Mraz. I'll never do it again. I promise. Miss Mraz, you're the greatest.
Like Coach was saying there, you got Aaron Bloom needs about 40 points to break 1,000.
Detlinger needs the block. I think he'll get it tonight in the first half. Put money on first half, Mr. Lacasse.
Mr. Enser here making a bold statement. He's saying
Put it down.
Nick Detlinger will get a block in the first half of play.
Put it in pen. Black ink, Mr. Lacasse. I will go that far. No, but seriously though, this team, I can't believe what Coach just said to me there in that interview. None of these players lead in statistical category. I'm surprised Bloom does not lead in some sort of field goal, 3-pointer, free throw accuracy. As phenomenal as a shooter, and I mean phenomenal as a shooter he is.
Bloom is a great player. He's you just kind of sit and watch him shoot. I mean, he's there on the far corner of your screen there in the left-hand corner of the court. And
he always does is just sit there, watch his stroke, folks.
He just has the most natural stroke that I've seen in a long time.
I think between the two of us, we've seen a little basketball in our day, and to be honest with you, I've even seen a pro game. Bloom's stroke is just phenomenal. I mean, he sits out there at the beginning of each game and works on it. He stands in one spot and gets that rhythm down. As soon as he gets comfortable, he moves to the next one. He is a pure shooter, and I can't believe what I'm hearing there. Now, one of our players is leading a statistical category. Mr. Lacasse, I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
It's just, you'd think that a player like Aaron Bloom would be leading something.
And if not Detlinger, if not Bloom, Detlinger with his 3-point ability, that guy will shoot. They should have a new category, longest 3-pointer. Detlinger would have that. That guy's put up some pretty darn good stuff. But Mr. Lacasse, I think you gotta toss to something here, don't you?
Yes, we do. We have a promo we're going to take a look at, and we'll talk to you when you get back from that. And looks like we're back here live at the Siebens Fieldhouse. I'm Matt Lacasse.
I'm Jay Enser. How you doing?
Jay Enser. We've got 30 seconds till tip-off here.
And folks, this promises to be a good game. As Coach mentioned in the interview, Simpson 14-2. Mr. Lacasse mentioned BV second, 13-3. And as I mentioned, they don't control their own destiny anymore.
No,
those two at one point, 13-1, and they controlled it. If they won out, they won all. It's just that simple. Win out, win all. They lost 2 in a row. That'll come back to hurt them, Mr. Lacasse.
Yes, it will. They need Simpson to lose, which is very possible. Simpson's 2 losses in the conference. It's not at all impossible for them to lose another game. But like we said, Buena Vista does not control their own destiny. But what they can do is win the rest of their games, and that's what they really need to do tonight.
Starting lineups here for you, ladies and gentlemen. For the Beavers. Pardon me, we'll start with the Spartans here. Nathan Courtney, a freshman. And OJ coming under. OJ with the game winner a few weeks ago, if you remember that classic comeback, the 77-75.
That was
BV
against
victory.
Simpson.
That was against Simpson. One of the Simpson losses was that very close game, as you mentioned, Mr. Lacasse.
That was a very good. There's Nick Detlinger, you know, one of the better. Excuse me, getting a little bit tongue-tied here, Mr. Getting Nick Detlinger, one of the best three-point shooters in this league, and I would venture to guess in the nation. I mean, this kid is a great player. There's Jamie Wilson, you know, doesn't score a lot of points per game, but boy, he really battles underneath there, sets the picks.
He's a good finesse player. He's a southpaw. I like his style, Mr. Lacasse.
He does the dirty work for you. Aaron Bloom, we were talking about him earlier.
Last game, I talked about how great a player Hanson was throughout the game. I'm going to go on my Bloom campaign. Bloom for president. This guy is a solid ball player, and I think underrated in this conference. He doesn't get a lot of credit.
No, he doesn't.
He's a silent assassin.
Yes, he is.
But one thing, Mr. Lacasse, that you and I are looking at here, this Spartans team, unlike the females, this Spartans team has seniority. 2 seniors, 2 juniors, and a freshman starting. However, if you look at that BV squad, 4 seniors. Mr. Lacasse, that is incredible.
No, we got 4 seniors. I'm sorry, I thought you said 5. Yeah, we got 4 seniors. Nick Detlinger, Jamie Wilson, Aaron Bloom, and Brian Schmalbach. And the lone junior starting for you is O.J. Froelich.
And he's no slouch. I mean, that game winner against Simpson, big time. I mean, the killer crossover of his.
This is a team to be reckoned with here. They had a couple tough losses, you know, just things didn't bounce their way in the game, and so they got those 2 losses. But
we got a good crowd on here tonight, but we do have some seats available. So if you're a BV student on campus here, throw maybe a little party tonight, come on over. We got a party going over here. The men's games, as well as women's games, they always promise to be
they're
good
always
attraction,
they're
but the
always
men's
fun
games
to
seem
watch.
to get the bigger crowd. So come on over, people. Where are you guys at? Come on over. You know you want to have a good time tonight.
If you like to see the 3 put up, this is a game to watch.
Yeah, if you guys are fans of that new, I think it's called the 3-point line. I believe it's relatively new to the game. Put that one. Come on over. Set to tip off here. Wilson and number 21, Keith Johnson.
And Schmalbach controls for BV, and we are underway. Schmalbach bringing the ball up the court here. Schmalbach gets it out to Bloom. Bloom for 3 already. There it is. There it is.
Boomer.
3 for Bloom.
Folks, I'm about to go off here. Bloom for president.
32, Mark Beinborn bringing it up.
The pick. OJ.
Here comes OJ. OJ bringing it up the court,
Slows
left
it
side.
down nicely.
Gets that up to Schmalbach. Schmalbach looking. Detlinger.
Shoot it from there. Shoot it
He
from there.
will take that
shoot
shot, people. That is not out of Nick Detlinger's range.
Shoot that one big guy inside
Schmalbach
to Jamie.
inside to Detlinger. Gets it.
Bloom tiptoeing on the
tap
window.
dances the line. What a play.
Tiptoe on the window right
Schmalbach
there.
brings it up, and BV will reset.
Look at Bloom hustling up and down. He is working the baseline.
There's
So
Wilson.
again.
Bloom
The
for
spot
3
on the
again.
Stop.
No good.
Go.
And see, number 40 there for Dubuque. Number 40, Nathan Courtney recovers. Gets it down to Keith Johnson. 32.
Nice.
And what a play. Mark Beinborn out of Beaver Dam, Wisconsin.
Where the heck is that?
In Wisconsin.
I'm guessing. I don't even know this stuff.
Schmalbach gets it out to Froelich. Froelich down to Detlinger. Detlinger for 3.
Not unheard of.
No. Oh.
A little bit of iron
3
in
bounces.
that. A little bit of iron in that dime there, Mr. Lacasse. That hit
Little
all
bit
sides
of
of the
iron.
rim except the in.
You know, something I'm noticing here, Jay, no 2-pointers taken by BV yet, you know?
3 shots, all of them trifectas, Mr. Lacasse. Bloom steps inside the arc, doesn't like what he sees.
There's Schmalbach, gets it back out to Froelich. Froelich looks, dribbling, looks. Oh,
the handle.
That's
was
nice
off?
defense there by number 33, Preston Treat. Gonna have Wilson bringing the ball inbounds.
Can you hear that, Mr. Lacasse? People are going, blue.
Blue, they say blue, but
They want to see the trifecta, Mr. Lacasse. They want to see the big shot from the big guy.
there's OJ. OJ gets out to Detlinger. Detlinger for 3, and
Another
it's
try.
good.
He'll hit that all day and all night.
There's another 3 for
The
Detlinger.
6'4" senior from Arcadia. I think that's how they. I think that's how they do that in Arcadia. And they preach the 3 or something.
Keith Johnson out front, out to Beinborn.
Great shooter,
Beinborn looking, gets it out to number 33, Preston Treat.
Bloom almost had the pick there. Killer crossover.
Oh,
Baseline
inside,
pass.
nice pass. Oh!
The finger roll.
That was beautiful. Keith Johnson there for 2. Schmalbach throws it up court to Detlinger. Detlinger inside, and the first 2-pointer of the night for BV.
Takes a couple
Nice
of
play by Detlinger. Detlinger gets fouled. Looked to me like it was on number 34, Bill Powell there, but we'll wait for the blue and black's decision there.
All right, Mr. Lacasse, I got my black pen here. I'm waiting for that block shot from Mr. Detlinger. I haven't seen it yet. It's only 2 minutes of the game. I'm a little worried here. I want that. I need that. That's another quarter bet, eh?
Well,
I'm confident Mr. Detlinger will pull off the block this evening in the first half, folks.
Mr. Entzer guaranteeing that Nick Detlinger is going to get his career shot block mark tonight.
Not just tonight. In the next 17:48, I guarantee.
Guarantees it. Nick Detlinger puts up his first one, misses it. Getting ready for his second one here. Spins the ball, looking, and it's up and no good. Misses 2 of them.
He can hit it from 25 feet, no problem, but you put him on the stripe, it's like, whoa, boy. Still a great shooter. Great.
Oh, what quick hands there.
Can we count that as a block shot? Can we count that as a block shot?
I don't think so. I think that looked like a pass to me there.
Hey, he gets
Detlinger
a steal.
out top, gets it inside to Wilson. Wilson up and no good. Oh,
you got to connect on those.
You got to put those down. Score is 6-4. 17.5 minutes to go in favor of the Beavers.
6-4. Let me guess how BV got those 6 points. Could it be the trifecta, Mr. Lacasse? Could it be the trifecta?
Could be. I don't know.
Bloom and Detlinger. That's all you got to say. I mean, you just let this guy shoot all night. Just set screens for him.
Feinborn brings it up court. Gets it out there to number 33, Preston Treat. Oh,
Bloom kind of a wall there.
Bloom gives him the hockey check there.
Man, that was sign him up for Team Canada or something. That was a mean forecheck in there by Mr. Bloom.
We have number 40 here, Nathan Courtney, inbounding it. Gets it inside, or outside, I'm sorry. Inside to Keith Johnson. Keith Johnson up and good.
What an athletic move.
2 more for Keith. 6-6.
He's got 4 of the 6 tonight for the squad.
Jamie Wilson inside. Up. No good.
He's got to start hitting those, Mr. Lacasse.
Yes, he does. He's had 2 wide open shots, missed them both.
Oh, what a move. What a move. The razzle dazzle.
Detlinger. There's inside to Keith. Keith up. Keith is on fire.
He's got 6 back-to-back buckets here. In fact, I think does he have 6 straight? No, he's only got 2 straight buckets. 2 straight buckets here.
I believe he only has 4 points on the night, but that's 2.
Mr. Lacasse, I will do you a favor. I will stop with the Dickie V as soon as Detlinger gets his block.
Thank
How's
you
that?
so much. Detlinger for 3.
Speak of the devil.
There's 2 from good old Nick.
I know some people out there like Dickie V and some don't. I know some are sick and tired of the impersonations. Great backdoor cut.
Feinborn inside. Got a charge going the other way. Nick Detlinger taking the charge.
Can we count that as a block?
Nope. Sorry, Mr. Entzer. I'll tell you when it's a block.
Getting a little worried here. I got 60 minutes left. I don't have my block yet. There's my boy. Look at this. Nick Detlinger.
Let's take a look at his stats here. 6'4" senior. Most career blocks at BV with 78. Leads BV in scoring with 19 points per game.
Nice shooter. He's a defender as well. He does it from every
There's Wilson. Gets it out to Bloom. Oh,
smart play. Hurry up, Nick. Hurry up. This is your block. Great hustle.
OJ bringing it back up.
Nick, that was your block, buddy. Get down the court.
Detlinger, he's wide. Bloom says, no, it's mine. Shoots it up. No good. Wilson with the rebound.
You got to wonder, that might be a little bit confidence spin for Wilson. He's missed his first 2 from up close, and he has it right underneath the basket, Mr. Cass, and he brings it out.
Mm-hmm.
You got to wonder if his confidence is the slightest bit affected.
Detlinger, tried to get it over to Froelich.
The hustle up ahead.
There's Feinborn looking. Doesn't like what he sees. Decided to bring it out front. Reset the offense. Got Brian Schmalbach playing the defense there for him. Keith Johnson, top of the key.
Jamie Wilson, great defense. Now get your
Drives
hands. Get your hands.
Gets out there to Feinborn. Feinborn driving up and no good. Leaves it short.
Nick, that was your block.
Here comes Nick. Brian driving.
Great move!
That was quite a move by Mr. Brian Schmalbach, number 15. That makes the score 11-8 with 15 minutes to go here in the first half. Here comes Feinborn, bringing the ball up the court. Gets it out to number 34 there. Number 34, Bill Powell. Here comes Brian Schmalbach, bringing it the other way. Up, gets the toss in there to Nick Detlinger. We've got a floor report for Mr. Ryan Harder. I'm listening for this one.
I can't wait.
Of course, like I said earlier, no coach wants to overlook a game. But Coach Brian Van Haften sees this game against one of the lower-ranked teams in the conference as a chance for his team to rebuild after a disappointing week and to prepare for tomorrow's game against the Lutheran Norse in Decorah. So Coach Van Haften is using this game as an opportunity to get his team back in the playing mood and just ready to win again. So That's my report here from the floor. Back to the original odd couple, Jay and Matt.
Thank you so much.
What did he call us?
I think he called us the odd couple. That's not necessarily a put down. That's quite a compliment. That's Jack Lemon and Walter Matthau, for those of you who aren't familiar with the odd couple. And
Which one do I get to be?
you can be Matthau.
Are you saying I got a big nose? I got to be Matthau or something? Come on.
Walter Matthau, one of the greatest comedians of our time. Nick
Jack
Detling-
Lemmon,
Nick
very good.
Linger.
Tickling the
Detlinger-
rim. Tickling the rim.
Nick Detlinger gets his shot down.
Did he hit both of those free throws?
I believe that he did. The score
What
is
a
now
stud.
13-8 in favor of BV. 14:41 left to go in the first half. Nick Winters is into the game now for BV, only a freshman. So is Landon Roth.
Landon Roth, the sophomore. I interviewed him earlier this year. He's a class act. He really is. Here we got Brian Schmall back on the screen. Let's talk about, I call him LD, Landon. You know, he's a phenomenal guy, great shooter, southpaw, phenomenal ball player. As we see the kick by number 30 there, Nick Winters, a freshman. But Landon is just a phenomenal ball player. I really enjoyed talking to him this year. Solid guy, real nice guy, as a matter of fact.
Eric Farley's into the game there for Dubuque, number 44 as well.
Put
Check
Nick
on
back in. I want my block.
Donnie Morse into the game for the Spartans there.
Nate Bjorken wearing the number 11. Great number right there, not number 11.
Nate Bjorken, yep, he's quite a player. There's Landon.
Look at him hustle. Look at him hustle, moving up and down. Always
Roth gets it out there. Nick Winters.
hard to believe he's a freshman.
Bloom for two.
Using the
No.
screen, won't go.
Here comes Beinborn. Beinborn trucking it up the court.
Oh my, what a pass! I
That
think
was quite a pass.
he either lost the handle on that one and corralled it well, or he just plain had a great angle on that ball. Go to your right.
Oh, 360 in the air. What a play there by number 11, Nate Bjorken.
Bjorken got caught up in the air. He said, "Oh, I got you. I got you back."
Bjorken top of the key, gets it out to Landon.
Landon.
Landon driving, gets it to Bloom. Bloom for two.
Smart.
No good.
Oh,
Oh, Wilson with a big rebound. Gets out to
Jamie's
Bjorken.
doing it. He's not hitting the shot tonight, but he's doing whatever else the big man is expecting.
There's
4 or 5. He's
Landon
hitting the boards. And he's playing solid defense.
Yes, he is. Nick Winters gets it out top to Landon.
Landon, got to put your eye on the ball first before you got it there, buddy.
Landon
Nice
driving,
crossover.
spins.
Get
Out
your
to Bloom. Bloom says, is he going to take it? No, decides not to. Holds up
shot
this
clock
time.
down. Shot clock down to 10 seconds here. Miss of the Cavs.
There's
10
Bjorken.
seconds.
Landon says, I'll shoot
squares
it.
up.
No good. Bloom with the rebound. Up, and it's good. 2 more for Mr. Bloom. Scores now 15-8 in favor of the Buena Vista Beavers.
There's Mr. Bloom. We'll see him on the screen right now. My opinion, the best shooter in the Iowa Conference.
Averages 16.5 a game, as you can see. Entering tonight's game is just 40 points away from 40,000.
Now, Mr. the Cavs, I don't know if I'd even pencil 40 in tonight for Bloom, but you know what? It's not at all, not possible.
Oh,
He could very well come away with 40 tonight with the way he shoots. He's already got 5 anyway with 7 minutes into the game. Figure at this rate he'll end up, I don't know. You figure maybe 25 or so.
Something like that. But you got to figure there's 2 more games after this one.
He's a great shooter. He will get his 40.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
Would you write that one in black ink for Mr. the Cavs?
I believe I would. I would guarantee.
How about the block? We got 13 minutes. What about the block, Mr.
The block's entirely your decision there, bud. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Look who's in. We got the fish. The fish is in the game.
The fish is in the game. We got
Brian Fisher.
We got Brian.
The hometown hero. The hometown hero from Storm Lake, Mr. 00 himself. Great hustle. Look at the hustle, Mr. the Cavs.
Mr. Roth up. And it's good. Landon with the hesitation move. What a great play by Landon Roth, number 3. Got Beinborn bringing the ball to court there. Trips. They say Nate Bjorken fouled him.
I don't know about that, but hey, he was the closest guy to him. I still say we get that block here, Mr. Cavs. I'm hoping. Because if not, I owe you a quarter, and that's a phone call in some states. Not this one anymore.
That's more than one phone call in some states.
My goodness.
Number 12, Eric Farley bringing in the ball there. Beinborn inside. Is that Keith? No, that's not Keith. Who is that? Number 42. That is Deshaun Holmes.
Deshaun Holmes from Chicago. Now that inner city Chicago kind of boy, he looks like a ball player.
Yes, he does. Farley gets it outside to number 25 there. Number 25, Kesey Grime.
If you look at this, what we're going on the list here, we got a bunch of players from Illinois and Indiana. Head coach Michael Elby from this Dubuque squad really went out of the way, out of the state to get some players. Great interior passing.
Farley fouled. Who are they going to give it to? Oh, looks like they're going to give it to the Fish. Brian Fisher with his first foul of the night.
You can't do that to the fish. What is up?
Oh, there's
a block by the fish.
Deshaun getting it up. Here comes Nate Bjorken bringing the ball up the court.
Fish,
Brian
pop
Fisher.
that fish, pop it, fish, pop it.
I don't think Van Haften would be very happy with him. Bjorken with 2, no good.
The crowd would love Mr. Lacasse, and you know it. If Fish busted a tray.
Yes, I believe the crowd would be rather happy.
I'd be screaming. I'd be absolutely joyous.
That's great hustle there. Jump ball. That's going to go to the Beavers.
Is that Nolan Stribe?
No, that would be Tim Bright.
No, look at that. Nolan Stribe, number 4 on the ground, going after the loose ball.
You're entirely right. Entirely my fault. I'm so sorry.
No, Mr. Lacasse, you're not at fault. You are never at fault, Mr. Lacasse. There's no way. Nolan Stribe. Great guy. I think he lives on my floor.
Really?
I think so. I didn't know we had such star material.
Got Nick Winters inbounding the ball there, the number 11. Bjorken brings the ball up the court. There's Nick Winters out the left. Fisher on top of the key.
Shoot it! Man, he'll never listen to me.
Inside to Bjorken. Bjorken up. Oh, what a shot by
Great head and
Bjorken.
shoulders fake by Nate Bjorken.
That makes it 19-8 in favor of BV. 11.5 minutes to go here in the first half.
Bjorken's another hometown boy.
Yes, he is.
Storm Lake, Iowa. I believe he went to Storm Lake High, if I remember talking to him right.
Probably.
Senior here.
There's Deshaun giving it off to number 44 out there.
He should have shot that one right there. He's in the lane that close. You got an 8 to 10 footer. I believe you should have put that one on, Mr.
Yeah,
Lacasse.
8 to 10 footer.
You're down by 11 this early in the game. You really ought to start putting up the easy shots when you get them.
I'd be full agreement with you. Mr. Farley driving. No!
Block the fish!
Denied.
He says, not at my lake, the fish says.
Landon Roth brings it back up for BV.
He says, not at my Storm Lake. That's a Stribe.
There's Stribe out there. Stribe, no. Out to Winters. Up, no, good. Look at the fish. Oh, Landon Roth and Brian Fisher with the hustle there. I love to see the hustle.
That's what makes every coach's heart, pardon me, just makes it warm when you see that kind of intensity.
Yes, definitely.
Come on, shoot it
Holmes
now.
out front there. Gets it out to Deshaun. Driving. Up. No shot, they say, on the floor.
They wave it off on the floor. Who's it on there? Is it on Nick Winters?
I believe so. I think he was pointing to Van Haften. Says, I used my elbow there, Coach. Sorry about that. And we got O.J. Foyle coming in along with Detlinger and Wilson.
Detlinger time, boys and girls.
Jay's hoping for his block.
I need that money, Mr. Lacasse. I need that quarter.
We're going to have Eric Farley inbounding the ball there.
You better say Chris Farley. God rest that man's soul. Great guy there. Eric Farley checks in the game, though.
Got Beinborn. Looks like he got hit in the face there, maybe.
Bjork can check in there, make sure there's no blood. Of course there is. He has to go out immediately. Great backdoor cut. Oh, you got to go with the bounce pass.
Nice cut there, number 44. Donnie Morse upset with himself.
His hands are up like this first. It's like he's trying to make a chest pass. And the last one he changed to bounce. You got to go with bounce pass all the time on that one. Keep it out of the defender's hands. But, hey, I got no problem with that. Knocks the ball away.
Going to have Eric Farley inbounding the ball there. Inbounds it, number 5, Aaron Crum out of Mount Sterling, Illinois.
OJ with the spin. That is nice.
Keith Johnson back in the game for Dubuque.
OJ
OJ up.
Number 25. OJ too much for him there. Number 25, Casey Grime.
Who are we going to have inbounding the ball there? Looks like OJ. OJ inbounds the ball, gets it into Detlinger. Detlinger out to Foylick, Bjorken down to Foylick. Foylick dribbles around, gets it out to Jamie Wilson there. Nolan Stribe was cutting through the lane there.
Start it back up again, little man. Start it back up. Look at that call to play. Just
Reset
like a point guard.
18 seconds on the shot clock. There's Foylick driving. Oh, who's the foul on here?
That was a must-need foul right there. He got up in the air and
Take
had
a look
nowhere
at
to go.
O.J. Foylick right here, number 24, as you can see, a 6-foot junior. 11 points per game, 80% free throw shooter, key dribble penetration playmaker.
That is an understatement. This guy is the playmaker and the dribble penetrator.
You go back to that Simpson game
exactly.
during January, dribble penetration, gets the shot up about 8 feet outside the basket.
And he did every move on that player. He did a spin, he did wheelhouse there, where he got him up in the air and spun and did a great. He did everything in one play. Hits the butt. Oh, misses the cast. That was pure beauty to watch.
Forlick he's quite a player, folks. Forlick's shot is up, and it's good, and it makes
he
the
hit
score
both of those, didn't he?
21-8 in favor of the BV Beavers. 9.5 minutes to go. I'm Matt Lacasse along with Jay Enser here.
How you doing? Having a good time out here, aren't we, Mr. Lacasse?
Beinborn bringing the ball around. Beinborn up and doesn't get it, but
that's not his move.
That was Eric
Jay's
Farley.
move.
Says no. Farley can't get it. Can't tip it in there for him. But BV knocks it out of bounds and going to give it back to Dubuque here. Gets it inside the Bein. There it is. There's the block, Mr. Hanson.
I got my block. I didn't even get to see it. I had the beaver box in the way, and he charged. No, you can't do that.
That didn't look like a charge from.
And look
from
at that.
up here in the box.
And look at that. Even Bainborn down there is like, dude, I'll pick you up there. That wasn't. He got the block instead of the cast. I didn't even get to see it. The beaver box was in the way. I couldn't see it. Show the replay. Show the replay. I need to see that one again.
Crowd obviously unhappy with that call. Beinborn brings back up the court here.
That was something else, though.
There's a shot from Eric Farley outside for 3. Cuts it to a 10-point lead, 21-11.
Got my block now, Mr. Lacasse. I am content.
Jamie Wilson gives it to Forlick. Forlick
using the screen well, but Jamie's got to remember not to move there. It could be a moving screen. We can't have that.
There's
Wilson, another rebound. Using the body.
There's Forlick out front. Forlick looking, takes the shot himself. Oh, in and out. Oh, that's
who keeps
tough.
it alive? Jamie Wilson.
Jamie Wilson. He's a key player for this squad. Forlick saves kind of an errant pass there.
Stripe the freshman making the good pass, but is that another charge?
Says another charge.
These refs are awfully offensively minded this evening. Maybe a little too much.
They are. The Zebras like to use that charging call. They enjoy that. 21-11 is your score. About 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes and 8 seconds. Looks like we got a floor report from Mr. Ryan Harder.
Hold on. Is he ready to go? I don't think he's ready to go yet. I'm looking at him. He's not ready to go. Oh, why would you do that to us?
And I'm down here on the floor. I'm with BV wrestler Brian Wallace. Brian, I'm told you had a pretty good day yesterday.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Started off slow, but came back through, placed third, and qualified for nationals. Team wrestled real well. Came through and pulled second out the conference, beat Simpson, but we just couldn't catch Wartburg.
Now, this was the conference wrestling meet in Wartburg, and were you expecting to do this well?
Personally, I was hoping to do a little better. Like I say, I started off slow. I was expecting to be in the finals, but it didn't work out that way, but I'm just glad that I was able to make it.
Now, this year the nationals are in Wartburg, and that's actually pretty close in the as far as the nation goes. Are you hoping to see a lot of BV people come out and support you?
Yes, I am. Actually, it's in Waterloo. That's
Waterloo.
Right. Yeah, that's no problem. But March 6th and 7th will be up there. It's going to be a big crowd. They're expecting to have set the attendance record and everything, so it's going to be pretty exciting. Have all our Iowa Conference people there cheering for us, and hopefully we do well.
Well, that's great, Brian. Congratulations and good luck at the tournament.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, now back up to you two crazy guys.
Mr. Harder.
Thank you very much, Mr. Harder.
Hey, it starts with a W. I made the same mistake. I kept thinking it was at Waverly. It's at Waterloo. That's my fault entirely. But, yeah, these BV wrestlers doing some great jobs.
Bloom over to Forlick. Forlick for 3, and in and out. Just hit that
there was a
push-off.
Number 5 pushed off. Aaron Crum pushed off on Jamie Wilson.
Number 5
you can't
there.
do that.
Aaron Crum pushing off. The BV crowd says, no, you can't do that. If the ref doesn't call it, we will. Here comes Brian Schmalbach.
Johnson.
Brings it back up the court. Schmalbach driving, gets it out to Forlick. Forlick driving over to Bloom. Bloom gives it up to Schmalbach. Schmalbach, no good.
That shot was short from minute 1. Got a break, though.
There's Detlinger with a steal. I was almost over and back there.
Smart play there.
Yes, definitely.
Come on, Jamie. Come on,
Jamie
baby.
Wilson out to Detlinger. Detlinger for 3. No good.
Rattles
in and
it
out. Almost like they're getting it halfway down, and the basket says, I don't like the taste of it, spits it back out.
It's the basket gremlins. They're toying with it. Like, nah, we don't want this one.
They've got the shot going down. They're just not falling for him. It's kind
I
of
like that one. The basket and like it's spitting it back up. Let's go, Mr. Lacasse.
See, we got Beinborn out front there. Gives it down to Keith Johnson, number 21. Keith up and good. That makes the score 24-15 in favor of the Beavers.
Look at my scorecard here. Keith Johnson, 10 of the 15.
Keith Johnson is shaping up to be the player of the game so far for Dubuque.
Too bad we can't give him an award for it.
No, that is too bad.
Maybe I can give him my quarter.
Detlinger inside there. Looking. Keith Johnson playing some tough
defense. Could be the 5-second defensive. And foul.
They give a foul to Detlinger. Wow,
Nick's like, what? I tried. Can't knock the hustle, though, Nick. I love that game.
Yep, that was a great hustle there by number 32, Nick
He tried
Detlinger.
to get that one back. He was on the floor, trying to get the ball back. Just pick up the foul. Don't pick up the foul, Nick.
Going to have Keith Johnson going to the foul line here. Going to shoot 2. 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the first half. BV at, let's see, what are they at here? They're at 13-3 in the conference. Dubuque at 6-12. Brian Schmalbach bringing the ball up the court. Excuse me, wrong letter of the alphabet.
That's quite
there.
all right. You were just close.
There
B
it
and
is.
C.
Brian Schmalbach. Nice spin move and the shot, and it doesn't go. Boom, tips it back out. Out to Detlinger for 3.
22 feet. That's NBA. Send him to the next level.
Put that one on the highlight reel. That was just beautiful.
Send him to the next level. Mr. Lacasse, look at that. Look at what he's shooting tonight. 3 trifectas and hitting him from the stripe.
That's nice. That's what you call good shooting.
I mean, you can do it from every angle. Back outside. This Dubuque team came in fired up, but since then I have not seen the intensity, Mr. Lacasse.
No, they're just, I mean, they're playing good ball. They just don't have that emotion that they should have.
And unlike that play right there, they're not hitting the open shots, but that time they do. Is that
number
Bill
34,
Powell?
Bill Powell. That was quite a move by Bill Powell. Gets a spin move from the baby hook in the lane. Brian Schmalbach out to Detlinger.
Oh, Detlinger gets a hit to the eye. He'll take advantage of the opportunity.
Oh, Bloom with the rebound. Bodies flying all over the place here.
On that play right there, Detlinger caught number 21, Keith Johnson in the eye. He looked like in pain for a minute there. Stopped, and when he saw the shot go up, he's like, I got to get the board. And now if you look at him, he is in pain. He is indeed got hit in probably eye or the nose. But that's a ball play right there. He got hit, got right back up, tried to go for the board, saw the foul. It's just obviously in pain over there. That's nothing good.
Looks like maybe he got poked in the eye there. And obviously Keith Johnson in pain over there. Maybe got poked in the eye, we believe.
That's a bum rap right there. I mean, he has to play the game. He's already got 10 of their points. 10 of their 17 that I've counted right here. Yeah, phenomenal ball player. And what it was is that he got a little too close when Detlinger caught the ball. He had the arms up in the air, probably an elbow to the face, the eye, or the nose or something. As we mentioned, knocked down. As soon as he saw the shot go up, he got up with it.
He's obviously not feeling well over there on the sidelines.
But Mr. Lacasse, you got to give him your hustle award. That was a ball play right there. He was injured. Forget injury. I want to get the rebound.
Gets up off the floor. I'll applaud him for that.
We will applaud that.
As the crowd does too.
And the crowd knows good ball play when they see it.
They do. See who we have on the line here. Number 10, Casey Krishner from Kelowna.
Where's that at?
That's
You're in Iowa. Where's that from?
I've been there before, but I don't remember where it is.
It's in Iowa.
It is. I believe it's over by Cedar Rapids and in that area.
Oh, okay. I don't know any of this. Thank you, Mr. Lacasse. I'm getting my geography lesson.
27-17 in favor of the BV Beavers. 4.5 minutes to go here.
And he hits the second.
Casey Krishner hits it. Sophomore out of Kelowna. Mr. Brian Schmalbach bringing the ball up the court.
Little too close there. Schmalbach almost losing the handle of the ball. Jump pass, kind of dangerous.
Jamie fighting. Refs say give it to the Dubuque Spartans.
Jamie having a tough night tonight.
Yes, he is. He had a couple of shots early, couldn't cash in on
And then he got frustrated on it. Did you notice that after he had missed 2 from up close, he got the ball about 8 to 10 feet away from the basket, middle lane, turn and pass. You got to wonder if his focus is there. He's got to be a little frustrated.
Yes, I mean anybody's going to be a little frustrated. You miss those.
This is two pretty close range shots.
And just didn't.
Banging bodies inside.
Hey,
banging bodies.
Wilson brings back up the court.
Look at him, the big guy handling the rock. He's like, I can do this. It's like handoff. No, I can't.
Here's Landon out front. Landon drives, brings it back out, gives it to Bloom. Sets the pick for Bloom. Bloom. Oh, thought he was going to shoot it. He wanted it. There's Bloom again. Boy, number 10 there, Casey Christier, is really playing some tight defense on Aaron Bloom.
Yeah, it looks like a...
Nick Winters, 9 seconds on the shot clock.
Almost got away with the carry.
Landon Roth shoots, gets the foul. Oh, get it to drop. That was a close one. Could have used that one. 27-18 your score, 3.5 to go.
Couple seconds left on, the shot clock there.
Yep, that'll
kind of putting up the prayer.
That'll raise the coach's blood pressure there any day when there's just a couple seconds left on the shot clock and you go ahead and foul.
But the gauge dropped a little bit. Oh, got the foul. Okay.
Landon puts one up, and that's good. Landon Roth, a sophomore.
Out of Waco.
Out of Waco, Iowa. I never even heard of it before.
Mr. Lacasse, you are a native Iowan. You are letting me down.
Landon Roth, second shot up. It's good.
Pure.
Well, I don't know if I call him a pure shooter. He's a very
pure on the shot. Pure on the shot there.
Pure shot there.
Pure shot there. I like that.
Oh, nice steal by Mr. Landon Roth. Gets his two. There he gets his two. Mr. Landon Roth out of Waco, Iowa. That was a tough play. Gets a steal, hesitates the shot, goes up, gets fouled, gets his two. 31-18, 3 minutes, 24 seconds to go. Going to try for the easy three here, Mr. Enser. It's up, and it's good.
The old-fashioned three-point play, Mr. Lacasse. The old-fashioned three-point play there.
Oh, getting it out there. Oh, what hustle! Number 3, Landon Roth.
Ooh, I love the hustle, the intensity, the need. He's like, I'm going to scrape my knees up. My knees look pretty. I don't want pretty knees. I got to have something to show off to the coach. Like, Coach, look at what I just did for you. Great job there by Landon.
Number 34 there, Bill Powell. Passes it out.
Pass. You got to turn and shoot that, Mr. Lacasse. Did you see that? It cut right across the middle, open shot. He turns and keeps on going through the lane.
Mark Beinborn turned to the refs there and says, "What? I didn't travel.
I did no such thing."
But then
Landon Roth, look at that, 40% from downtown.
He's quite a player for this BV team. He's another one of those players. He gets his points, yeah, but he does all those little things that just don't show up in the box score.
Well put, Mr. Lacasse. The intangibles that do not show up in the box score.
Oh, there's the Fish. Gets it out to.
Will the Fish get an assist? You better believe it.
There you go. Nice shot there by number 11, Nate Bjorken.
Number 11, great number.
His name escaped me for a second there. There's Beinborn bringing the ball back up the court.
They're still checking over there. Number 21, Keith Johnson, the team trainer, still working with him over there. And the injury to his, I believe his nose or his eyes a couple minutes ago. Offensive board, but Dubuque, they are hitting the glass reasonably well tonight. They're just not converting.
Bill Powell for 3, hits it. That's a big shot for Dubuque.
2 or 3 on that one, Mr. Lacasse.
I thought I was under the impression it was 3. I'm mistaken. 34-20 is your score. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the first half of this Iowa Conference battle. There's Landon Roth down in the corner. We were just praising him a moment ago. Oh,
nice crossover. Just got to get it under wrap. Oh, they threw the Fish.
They threw the fish to the ground. How do you throw Brian Fisher to the ground?
Look at me, gets back up and goes, yeah, that was nothing.
Number 42, who was that? Deshaun Holmes.
Look at, he is laughing. He's like, how did I knock that guy to the ground? How did I do that?
Deshaun Holmes says, what? I threw him to the ground?
I mean, throwing the Fish to the ground, he's a good-sized guy. That's not something that's easy to do.
Yes, he is. It's, not something that you normally see on a day-to-day basis. Fisher's first shot is up, and it's good.
The Fish is hitting on all cylinders tonight.
Nate Bjorken gives him a smile, says, attaboy, Fish. Fish, second shot up, and misses the front rim.
Oh, look at that Nick Winters.
Nick Winters up and converts it into a three-point play. What a three-point trip down the floor.
Did you notice that on the second free throw, though, by Fish? He leaned back. The body language. He was falling away when he was shooting the free throw. The first one he stayed at the line, and he hit it. That's a jump ball right there. Great job by Bjorken. But you notice the second free throw, he was leaning back. His feet was up. He was tilted on the second
almost like
free
he was expecting to make it, so he was heading back down to play some defense.
Can't do that. I know that this Beaver squad's up by 17 now, but every point does count when it comes down to it.
Here comes Nate Bjorken. We got Nate Bjorken, the senior guard out of Storm Lake.
Hometown heroes here.
Hometown hero. Landon Roth out of Waco brings it around.
Brings the ruckus. Come on, baby.
Out to Forlick. Looking.
Winner's wide open for a second.
Forlick driving up.
The brush off move.
Landon Roth with the play.
Had a little teammate controversy there. Couldn't hang on to the ball. Couldn't decide which one of the padded stats.
Bindborn. Oh, what a pass from Bindborn to number 44, Donnie Morris. That was quite a play there by Mr. Bindborn. I enjoyed that thoroughly.
That was a darn good pass. That's all there was to it. Just got to convert on that. That's all I got to say. You've got to convert on
Here
those
comes
plays.
Newland Stride back into the game for BV. Number 44, Donnie Morse, misses his shot. You got to hit those free throws when you're down by 17 points, Jay.
Mr. the Cast, I cannot stress that enough. I wasn't the best free throw shooter, but you know what? There's no pressure. My dad told me something a long time ago. You know, when I first started playing, he goes, you know, looks like to me that's the easiest shot in the world. It's just you. There's no one in your face. You know, there's no crowd sitting there getting up in your ruckus. There's really no problem. You got to be able to hit those. So
yes,
you really do.
Fisher with the hustle gets it there.
Give it back to the Fish. He deserves that.
Fish
when you make a great play like that, you deserve to get the ball right back to you.
Fish dishes out to Stribe. Stribe driving. Stribe up and no good.
Fish
bounces around.
Busy with the big boys.
Number 40, Nathan Courtney controls it for Dubuque.
Less than 45 seconds left in this first half, Ms. Lucas. This Dubuque team needs a spark and quick.
Yes, they do. Oh,
the Fish!
The Fish!
The Fish is third block of the night, Mr. Lucas.
The Fish
Did
says,
you see that?
The Fish says, not in my house.
The Fish, he took that like a spike volleyball.
Kabam! Throws that one to the forces. No.
The Fish. You gotta love that guy. He puts everything he's got into it. Leave him in there, coach. He's doing a fine job.
There's Landon Roth coming out of the game, and in for him is number 13, Brad Nelson from Blooming Prairie, Minnesota.
And we might have to ask somebody else about Minnesota because I don't even know about that one.
There's Eric Farley, gets it out. Bindborn off of his foot. That's over and back. Mental mistake there, moving before he caught the ball.
Mr. Lucas, 24 seconds left. Control the ball, take one last shot, or you just get a quick bucket here?
I say control the ball, try to hold it for the last shot. You know, no real need to let them try to get it.
Up by 17, no need to press? No need to worry about anything?
No need to press, just hold the shot. And it looks like Mr. Van Haften's going to agree with me there.
Well, of course. Two great minds think alike.
I'd like to think so.
I love you, Mr. Lacash. You know exactly what you're doing out here.
I agree.
You know exactly.
Of course I'm going to agree. You're giving me a comment. There's a Brad Nelson for three.
Oh! Look at it!
Second shot! Hit it! Crowd goes wild on that one. That's got a...
He left the hand in the air just to say, yeah, you better believe that.
That was a nice one. I enjoyed that one.
That was thoroughly entertaining. Thoroughly entertaining. Mr. Lacasse, what do we got coming up about it? Oh, Mr. Lacasse, we have a halftime score.
We have a halftime.
These boys have doubled them up.
40-20. Buena Vista up on the Dubuque Spartans. We've got a great half of basketball, and I'm sure we're gonna have another great half coming up here. But we got a drill team, you know, from time to time.
This drill team is outstanding. Have you heard about them?
I have. In fact, I've seen them.
You didn't see them? Well, they're not here this weekend. They're competition up in Minnesota. National competition, but we have a tape.
Yes, we do.
Some of the stuff they've done. Hopefully some of the stuff they're putting on up there in Minnesota's thinking, wow, the judges, the Starlets.
Yep.
So I believe we have a tape that I believe we should see
it.
It's good stuff.
We're going to go ahead and
Let's take a look at that.
Welcome back, Beaver fans. I'm Ryan Harder, and I'm down here on the floor with Coach Janet Berry after tonight's solid win against Dubuque. Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you. I was really happy with this. Dubuque was much improved. They picked up a player since last time we played them, and they came out and shot the ball really well in the first half. So I was really proud of our kids, how we played a lot of young kids tonight. I thought it was a good victory for us.
That's great. Now, of course, you never want to say that you're looking beyond a game, because that's just not general accepted coaching strategy. But were you at least thinking about preparing for tomorrow's game against Luther?
This was a dress rehearsal for Luther. We told our kids that tonight. We put in some new things tonight. We wanted to run through it for the big game tomorrow night. And you're right, normally we don't do that, but for this week we made it an exception, and we've really been preparing for Luther all week. And that's what we called it tonight, a dress rehearsal, and I thought it went very well. I hope that means we're going to have a good performance tomorrow night. But I got a compliment, too, of our freshman post players. Minnie Becker had a career high tonight with 17 points, and so did Kenzie Hanson with 16. And Michelle Broadstay has a bad back right now. We weren't going to play her a lot tonight, and Steph Grono was very unselfish tonight and let those kids shine, and it was good to see them step up like they did.
Now, as everyone knows, tomorrow you do travel to Decorah, take on Luther, the Norse. Is there anything you're looking for in that game tomorrow?
Consistency. You know, I'm a little nervous just because the first time we played them, we beat them very handily, and I know Luther will be much better tomorrow night. Plus, we're a little dinged up from the last time we played them, but this is why you play. I mean, this is why you practice for 4 months, to have the opportunity to, get yourself in the hunt. And our kids understand that. We look forward to it, and that's why we work hard every day. And these are the games that you get you rise to the occasion. And every year we've won this conference, we've come from the behind to do it. And I'm sure our kids are going to do it again this year.
Okay, well, thanks. We all wish you luck on tomorrow night's game, and congratulations on tonight's victory.
Appreciate that.
Back to you.
Someone once said, we all come into this world alone, and we leave the same way. But in between, we have the chance to connect and help each other, to find ways you can do something to connect with the people in your community, called the Points of Light Foundation. Do something good. Feel something real.
We want to see our children succeed. But setting easy goals for our kids creates the toughest obstacle they'll ever face. Because succeeding in the real world isn't easy. Help the effort to raise standards in America's public schools. Call 1-800-96-PROMISE.
Welcome back to the Siemens Fieldhouse. Matt Lacasse with you here. We're going to toss it to Larry Anderson, the head baseball coach interview with Miss Stacy Mraz. So, Miss Mraz, take it away.
Hi, I hope everybody's enjoying tonight's game. Right now we have Coach Larry Anderson over here to tell us a little bit about what to expect for BV's upcoming baseball season. Thanks a lot for coming over today, Coach.
That's fine, Stacy. I appreciate the chance to come in and talk with you a little bit.
All right, now what exactly can you tell us about preseason so far?
Well, we started practice back on February 2nd. We started with a large group. We had 38 or 39 players that reported. And, of course, with the weather, we've been inside every day. We've been going at 6 o'clock in the morning, 8:30 at night or whatever. But, that's not so bad. The kids have been real good about showing up for practice. Their attitude has been great. It is hard to work with a large group like that, inside. But so far, I've been real encouraged with what I've seen.
Now, what was this thing you guys did during the fall, the 100 innings of baseball?
Yeah, we had a fundraiser. In the fall, we're allowed 10 practice dates where we can legally have a normal practice, or you can handle it however you want. But to finish that up and to have a fundraiser to help finance our trip to Florida, we had a 100-inning game. And the kids handled it just like a lift-a-thon or whatever. They went out and got pledges, so many cents for each inning that they played. And they had a full day of baseball. They got in the full 100 innings. Did a great job. They raised approximately $5,000 with that fundraiser.
Wow. So what are some of the upcoming, or some of the expectations that we can expect for this year?
Well, the last couple of years, the baseball here at BV hasn't been, hasn't finished where they'd like to in terms of the conference. We've got a ways to go. Last year, we were in the cellar. We were the last place team in the Iowa Conference, and a lot of things contributed to that. But in defense of the players that played last year, they were in. I think there was only one game that was really a blowout. Other than that, they were very competitive. And like this year, like I say, the attitude has been great. I know the kids are looking forward to the Florida trip. Unfortunately, we can't take 40 players down to Florida. We're going to have to pick the top 20, or at least what we think are the top 20 at the time when we go. And down in Florida, we'll be playing a 8-game schedule over a 5-day period, 5 or 6 day period. So that'll be a good experience for us, just as far as being able to get outside and seeing some live competition. Once we get back, we have a couple of non-conference games, and then we jump into the Iowa Conference schedule. And I'm not real familiar with the Iowa Conference. I am with the schools, but as far as the baseball, this will be my first year. But from what the kids tell me, we start off with a pretty tough schedule. We've got Upper Iowa, Wartburg, and Loris, I think, are our first 3 dates, and they're probably 3 of the top 4 teams in the conference.
All right, well, it looks to be a pretty promising season so far, Coach.
Well, I think it's going to be fun. Of course, I can't guarantee anything, but, I think the kids have taken the right approach to it. They've dedicated and committed themselves to being sound fundamentally, and being in good condition and being a hustling team. And as long as they'll go at it hard, and if we can just be sound fundamentally, I know some good things are going to happen.
And fun is always the name of the game.
That's right. You got to enjoy what you're doing.
That's right. Well, let's see what the Beaver basketball teams have coming up for us.
Mr. Lacasse, how are you this evening? You having fun?
I'm Matt Lacasse, and as he's already pointed out, this is Jay Hanson, my partner in crime. This is we're at the Siemens Fieldhouse. Your halftime score between Buena Vista.
Not even close.
Buena Vista and Dubuque is 40-20 in favor of your Buena Vista Beavers. Mr. Enser, we had quite a first half here. Mr. Landon Roth is making a strong statement for a Player of the Bench award, coming off the bench.
Mr. Landon Roth, as I have it, he's got 7 points, hasn't committed a foul yet, and he's probably got 7 floor burns. I mean, he is hitting the floor like he was made of wood or something. He is down there, just going everything.
This guy's tough. In fact, we got some highlights of him.
Can we see Landon hit the floor?
Yes,
I hope we have some.
We got some highlights of the game here.
All right.
Oh, looks like we're in for another treat here, folks. Looks like we got a floor report with Mr. Reinhardt. So
Where's he at? I don't see him.
He's down here on the other side.
There he is.
We'll
What
toss
you
it
got
down to
for us?
Reinhardt. Take it away, Ryan.
And the records are falling in Beaverland. Tonight with his block shot, Nick Dentlinger got 79 career blocks, and that's a record here for the Beavers. And Aaron Bloom is on his way to setting a scoring record for the Beavers as well. They estimate that within a couple games, hopefully, that record will fall as well. So great accomplishments by the people in this year's team. And who knows what the future holds. So back to my two esteemed colleagues upstairs.
Oh.
Thank you so much, Mr. Harder.
What did he say about me earlier? He said I was like a dubious or something?
and now we're esteemed colleagues.
No, we're esteemed colleagues. We went from boy wonders to esteemed colleagues. I think Mr. Harder likes us.
I do too.
I
Thank you
certainly
very
hope
much.
so.
Thank you very much, Mr. Harder.
Mr. The Caster, so I got one interesting stat for you here, but I'm looking down my little line here. I'm seeing 3-pointers by Nelson. I'm seeing them by Freilich. I'm seeing them by Detlinger. I'm seeing them by Bloom. These guys are spreading the wealth here. I have like 6, 7, 8 guys hitting baskets here and making key contributions to this Beaver attack.
You look at your stats here. You got the Buena Vista Beavers. You got more. You got a few players here. You know they're spreading the scoring around. Then you look down here at the University of Dubuque.
Keith Johnson, KJ. He's got 10 of the 20.
Keith Johnson is like, it's just like give it to Keith.
He's butter on your breakfast toast, but you know what? That butter's a little sour. He is injured. I mean, he went out with the elbow to the face.
Yes, he did indeed. Now, we just had our man.
We just had our stat man come up here and drop off. Mr. The Cast, would you kindly take over?
Hand us some stats here. Let's see. We got Brian Schmall back here with 2 points. We got O.J. Froelich 5. Nick Detlinger leading all the BV scores there with 11 points. Let's see. Mr. Aaron Bloom only has 5 points. That's kind of a surprise, Mr. Renser. Only 5 points for Bloom.
Bloom only with 5. How many assists does he have, though? Is he dishing out the assists? He's got 1 assist, 5 points. But you know what? Look at that. Detlinger is picking up the slack like no other. Some senior always does it. I mean,
he does.
If it's not Bloom, it's Detlinger. I mean, I think we got a little list here of the guys who have led right here. Guys who have led in scoring. Look down the list. Detlinger on there several times. Bloom on there several times. Freilich on there several times. Those are the big 3 right there.
They are indeed.
Seniors, and you know what? If one of those guys does not pick up the slack, somebody else will, and you can count on that. It's kind of like with the females attack earlier this evening. Some player will always step up, and it's new every night. And it doesn't have to be Bloom tonight. It can be OJ, or it can be Detlinger. Somebody will pick it up. But one person that I'm really feeling for right now is Jamie Wilson. I mean, the guy's stats right here. Where's Jamie at? 0 for 2 tonight, struggling. But he's picking up 5 boards. And he's got 5 boards and an assist. He is doing the job, especially 5 boards, 3 of them on the offensive end.
Indeed he is.
And, you know, that like you said, Mr. Lacasse, hustle stats, stuff that you don't see.
Exactly.
I'm feeling for him right now, but you know what? He'll come back. He'll bounce back strong.
There we go. Inside, Keith Johnson.
KJ right there. Money.
Keith Johnson. Wilson inbounds it to Brian Schmalback. Schmalback bringing it up the court here. Schmalback passes off to Wilson. Wilson out to Freilich. Freilich looking around. Gives it to Detlinger. Detlinger will take that shot, folks.
Hopefully not with someone in his face like that. Now he,
There, it gets out to Freilich. Freilich was looking for Bloom. Bloom won the shot. Bloom gets the shot off, and he drains it. That's 8 points for Bloom on the night.
It's 8 for the Bloomer.
43-22. Just underway here in the second half. 19 minutes and 15 seconds to go.
I love what I'm seeing here, Mr. Cass. There's some good basketball going on.
Indeed. Brian Schmalback brings up the court. Freilich for 3, hits it. 2 threes coming out of the gate for BV. Attention BV basketball fans, if you want to get the inside scoop on the Beavers, then be sure to watch Center Court with the voice of the Beavers, Scott Heinley. Center Court is a weekly half-hour coaches show that brings you all the highlights and recaps of last week's and tonight's games. Every week features either Coach Janet Berry or Coach Brian Van Haften. Look ahead to next week, and they look ahead to next week's contest. You can catch Center Court Wednesdays at 9 o'clock and Fridays at 8 o'clock on Innovation Video Cable Channel 3. Innovation Video is your home for Buena Vista sports coverage.
Bloom! Another shot back there! And just like that, Mr. Lacasse, in 2 shots, he has as many points in the second half as he did in the first. More so, actually.
Yes,
just like that, he's into double figures.
Mr. Bloom gives the crowd a smile there. He knows he's happy when he comes out of the gate and hits 2 of them right in a row.
And you know the opposing team is not so happy when
No,
he starts doing that.
I would be very unhappy. In fact.
I would be almost peeved, Mr. Lacasse.
49-24 in favor of the Beavers. Here comes Jamie Wilson.
Come on, Jamie. You need to find
Jamie passing off, gives it to Bloom. Bloom for three. No good this time. Number 34 there. Getting the rebound for Dubuque. Inside to Keith Johnson.
You should have taken that, big
out
man.
to Bill. Bill takes the two. No good.
Look deep, look deep. Oh, you had Nick. Nick was wide open down the court. He was cherry picking.
Small bag brings back up the court. Obviously missing Detlinger. Jamie Wilson inside.
Come on,
Forlick.
Jamie.
Small back for three, and it's good. Nothing but threes. It's raining trifectas here in the Siemens Fieldhouse, and it's 52-24 in favor of Buena Vista Beavers.
Threes, folks. It is raining threes.
That's a 28-point lead for the Beavers. 17 minutes, 26 seconds to go, and head coach Michael Elb says,
I've had enough of this.
Boys, we're going to take a timeout here.
Okay, boys, this is what it is. Look at this is what he's saying right now. He goes, boys, they're shooting threes. We need to stop the three.
Yes.
It's just that simple.
Play the defense is, I'm sure, is his main theme in that little huddle they just had.
I mean, for goodness sakes, Bloom comes out 2 threes. OJ, I believe, hit a 3.
And Detlinger had a 3.
Detlinger's a 3. These guys are going off, kid.
They came out. They said, okay, we didn't shoot that many threes in the first half. We're going to shoot threes this half.
And you see, they may have shot the threes, but they weren't hitting them one out. Now they are just absolutely going up.
Amen. There's Keith Johnson taking for 2, and no good that time. Wow, there's
when you got Detlinger running right at you, threatening to add to his block
records.
records. Yeah, I mean, it's like you got to fade away, and he did, perhaps too much. That's why the shot was short there. Detlinger outside.
There's
Don't
Detlinger
do
for
that.
2.
Oh,
he missed it.
My goodness, I was like, don't give him that. That's like a penny in the bank.
Yes,
Here we go. Here's my boy Jamie Wilson right here.
Here's Forlick passing in inbounds. Bloom wants the ball on the left side. Schmalbeck gets the shot up, and it's good. There's 2 more for Brian Schmalbeck. 54-24 is your score now, up by even 30 points now.
This is getting out of control.
Yes, this is getting ugly real quick. 16 and a half minutes to go here in the second half.
KJ should just take over. He should say, I want the rock. You don't do that. That's bad, Mr. Lacasse. You and I are taking over our team. We're taking over this Dubuque team next year, telling them no more passes in the air.
Detlinger gets almost blocked there by
picking.
Almost blocked there by number 34,
Bill Powell.
Bill
That is his
Powell.
first shot inside the arc tonight that he's made, Mr. Lacasse. He can hit from everywhere.
That's. I'm speechless. What can you say to that?
He can hit it from everywhere.
They get it inside to Bill Powell. Bill Powell, nice hustle on that last play. Here comes.
Way to go, Bill.
Brian Schmalbeck coming back the other way. Gives it to Detlinger. Detlinger,
the steps.
They say he traveled.
They say he walked too much, but you know what? I say that was cool.
Let's see, we're going to have.
They're getting a little antsy. Put them in, coach. Let the youngsters play.
Keith Johnson coming in here. Passing in the ball, gives it to Bindborn. What a cool name, Bindborn. Bindborn driving.
You like saying that, don't you?
Dribbles around, gives it to Bill Powell out top. Oh, what defense there by Forlick. Keeps it out of number 40, Nathan Courtney's hands.
Would you like to say the H word with me? Hustle.
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 I'm liking what I'm seeing.
There's Bindborn. Bindborn out top of the key. Got Brian Schmalbeck playing the defense on him.
KJ.
KJ gets it outside.
You really got to take that shot, bud.
Courtney inside the pallet into Johnson. Outside Bindborn there.
Got away.
Oh, nice move by Bindborn. Got away with a push-off there. Got away with a push-off, and the crowd was a little bit upset with that call, with that no call.
With the lack of, yes, I must say that. On that one, Mr. Cass, looked like he got away with a walk, and then a little bit of a push-off there with the flying chicken wing elbow, as I like to call it.
There's Bloom getting back to Schmalbeck. Schmalbeck for 3, and no good off the front.
Get up there, Jamie.
Jamie with the rebound and gets fouled by number 34, Bill Powell. 15 minutes, 11 seconds to go. 56-28 is your score. I'm Matt Lacasse, along here with Jay Inser.
How you doing? How you doing, Mr. Lacasse?
I'm not too bad. Yourself?
I am having an absolute blast.
That's good. Froelich gets it inside to Bloom. Bloom up! No!
That was the first foul on KJ tonight. I don't know if he's in foul trouble, but he really needs to start shooting the ball again. I mean, this...
Bindborn up. Oh. Bindborn starting to try to take over this game for his Spartans.
You can't take over when you're down almost 30 points. That's a kind of a problem, but he's trying. I'll give him that.
There's Detlinger outside, gets it inside to Wilson. Wilson's looking, doesn't want to shoot it.
Come on, Jamie. Come on, buddy. Look at him.
Gives it to Forlick. Gives it to his driver there. Forlick over the top to Schmalbach. Schmalbach shoots it. They say it was a 3. It looked like his foot was on the line to me.
Either way, he still misses. It doesn't matter. Nick, did you pick up your third?
Yes,
Nick?
indeedy. They call the foul on Nick Detlinger. Detlinger looks at the ref as to say,
Bjork
as if to
checking
say,
into the game now. Look at this. 45 assists, 8 turnovers. You won senior leadership, and that is a tribute to the number 11.
That is. That's quite a player. I assume you're making a reference to your high school days there, so I'll just...
Oh, yes. I only had 8 turnovers. I won't say in how much time period, but I had 8 turnovers.
Here comes Beinborn back up the floor. Nate Bjorken working him there.
Detlinger's third right there, folks. I don't know if that's a big factor, but, you'd really like to...
Bill Powell throwing it away there.
Bill Powell. But going to this part of the season, you want to see your players playing a little bit smarter basketball. You got the conference tournament championship, conference championship coming down the line here. Postseason bid coming up. You really got to expect your players to be playing more heads up ball. They're playing great basketball. They're winning, and that's what matters. But you need your players to play smart basketball at the same time as good basketball.
Amen.
There's
the travel. That was just playing good defense. They got the ball knocking around, and Keith Johnson there just couldn't control it. The
thing that you have to do there, if you're KJ, he had a man left to him. He had a man right to his left. You pick the ball up, and you toss it to him, Mr. Lacasse. That's all you got to do. You pick the ball up, you see your open man, you hold on to it. You make sure, you don't try and dribble with it. You don't try and make something out of nothing. You pick the ball up, you pass it to him, you get it back, you start something new. You don't try and do it all at once. He did there, and the turnover. And it's, when you try and do too much, Bloom, he thought about it.
There's Bloom dribbling around.
Gives it out to Wilson.
Wilson? No. Oh. Wilson says I can't hit inside. I'll go outside.
Look at him. Back on the defensive end. Bloom says, I got you back, kid. Don't worry.
There's number 5, Aaron Crum. Gets it out to Farley there for the 3. No good.
Which Farley?
I think it's Eric.
Okay.
Almost tricked me there.
Oh, boy.
Bjorken brings it back up out to Bloom. Gets it inside to Detlinger. Outside to Roth. Landon inside, and the 2.
Get out of it.
That's a play there,
folks. Blowing up.
Put that one on the highlight reel. What a play by Mr. Landon Roth, number 3, a sophomore out of Waco, Iowa. What a play. Put him on the line. Get the old-fashioned trifecta there, Mr. Enser.
The old-fashioned trifecta. The one where you earned it back in the day when they didn't have the three-point line about 15, 20 years ago. That's how they earned their threes.
You bet. Oh, misses it. Number 33, Preston Treat covers. And, that looked like it was off number 12, Eric Farley to me, but they're going to give it to Dubuque.
I must agree with you there, Mr. Lacasse. That did look like it was off a Dubuque hand, but you know what? Hey, when you're down by 30, the refs are more likely to be a little lenient towards you and say, hey, I'll let you have the ball.
This is true. Preston Treat driving, got fouled there. Who'd they call that one?
I hope it's not on Jamie. It probably might be, though.
Personally, I didn't see it.
Nope, they called on number 4, Nolan Stride, the freshman. Guy from my floor.
Preston's first shot is up, and that's good.
No one from Carroll, Iowa. I know where that one is.
Just south of here. 58-29 is your score. 13 minutes and 5 seconds to go. Second shot up, good. That gives them 30 points. That brings them to 20-point deficit right now. Stribe fakes up with the left hand, no good. Brings it out of there.
He is. Oh, look at the cross
back in.
Mr. Lacasse.
Oh,
Mr. Lacasse, did you see the crossover on that one?
That was pretty. That was almost like Allen Iverson.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't think no one's pulled some stuff that old Allen has. But you know what? I must agree with you. That was one quick little move.
Yes, it was. Nolan Stribe going to shoot 2 here. 12 minutes and 53 seconds to go. Number 4, Nolan Stribe, a freshman. First shot is up and good. And these BV Beavers, man, they're playing some great basketball tonight. You know, they're getting their hustle in.
They're getting their hustle on, kid. What are you talking about? These guys are doing great.
They are. They're just doing awesome.
Mr. Lacasse, you're doing awesome up here.
Thank you very much, sir. Brian Fisher, here comes the
He's
fish.
back in the game. No, they look at this. They can't show his 3 block shots tonight. They should say the fish. They should say the fish because tonight 3 block shots. Look at him down there. Look at him. He's aware. He knows what's going on in this court tonight.
Amen to that. Here comes Bjorken.
Including the SWAT block earlier. In the night to the fish. Get it up. Look at that. The fish is taking on 2 guys. He's like, what? That tickles. Get off.
On the floor, Eric Farley with the foul there. That's going to be 4 fouls on the Dubuque team.
Eric Farley picking up his first foul tonight. I must say this is not as a high fouling game as the ladies was earlier tonight, but you really have no reason to foul if you're either squad. I mean, BV has once again doubled up.
Yes, they are.
I mean, it's another 20-10 little run here that they've had in the last 8 minutes or so. Really, if you're both squads, you have no reason to foul whatsoever. If you're BV, you're up by this much. Oh, they go for the lob! They went for the lob, Mr. the Cast. Nolan strives to get out of my way.
Taking a play out of Tom Davis's playbook there.
Doing the backdoor, Dean Oliver. I finally got a chance to see him the other night play.
Quite a player,
That
Mr.
kid is
Dean
something
Oliver.
else, and Nolan Stripe says, I can do that. Get out of my way. I will show you I can do that.
But the Zebras say no, you went over his back, and so that's a foul.
And that's his second foul.
Oh, Chris Farley. I finally slipped up, people. I was afraid of it all night. I said Chris Farley. Eric Farley, excuse me, everybody. He ball slips off his hands. And
Mr. the Cast, I forgive you.
Oh, thanks. Thanks there, Jay. Gives it back over to BV. Landon. Oh, Landon.
That looked worse at first than it really was because we had a good view of that. And he took a step back. He looks a little dazed. Jay's like, okay.
Kind of got
get your bounce backs, bud.
Got his brain scrambled there. Let him get a chance to get those back in order.
Like Elvis, he's all shook up over there all of a sudden.
He's all shook up just like Elvis.
Number 33 is like
maybe knocked his contact lens out.
They're certainly they were down there looking for something. Certainly wasn't buried treasure. I
don't think.
The ref's telling jokes down here. The refs, it's Comedy Central here in the Siemens Fieldhouse. I think even Coach VH laughed at that one. Ref's telling a joke about the shininess on the court in reference to, I believe, the dome on top of his head. I'm not going to say anything about it. Fish getting violent.
Inside. They say foul on Brian Fisher.
Fish is like, I'm not much for comedy. I'm a ball player. I'll just try and dunk it on you. But no, that was...
Gary Christian and the ref having friendly words, though.
Hopefully.
Here comes Beinborn.
He just love saying that name.
Beinborn. That's just a fun name to say.
Hey, kick.
Deshaun saves it. Gets it into Farley. Farley driving up. Rejected. Fish says no. Oh! Did you see that hustle by Roth? What hustle?
Mr. Lacasse, we might have co-bench players of the game, Landon Roth and Brian Fisher. At this particular point, I don't know who to give it to. Landon's got more floor burns than he does limbs right now. And Fish has got as many blocks as fingers on his hand. Almost had another one.
That was a nice play by Deshaun there.
It was very nice play. Just right over the outstretched fingers of the Fish there.
Yes, Deshaun Holmes.
Deshaun, no one strive, who almost got his dunk on him a minute ago. You can't stop this guy.
As you see there, he's gained considerable playing time.
Beinborn, the turnover. Look at him, a little violent after he. You got to curb that. If you turn the ball over, don't worry about getting all feisty and stuff. Just come back, play your
man Landon Roth driving up, and it's good. Landon Roth.
Mr. Lacasse, I think you and I are going to have to box out or do paper, rock, scissors to see who wins player off the bench for this game.
It's going to be a tough call. Nolan Stride playing some defense there. There's Bjorken out front playing on Beinborn.
Farley, the backdoor cut. Didn't look up for it, though. Banging bodies inside. Look who's diving.
Casey.
Look who's diving. Your boy Landon. He's all over
Landon
the place.
Roth. Here comes Bjorken.
Oh, you should have gone. Bjorken will pop the top on the stop.
Knocks it down. The score is now 64-32. 10.5 to go. You have to start thinking, Jay. This game is getting pretty much, BV's pretty much put it away. And from here on, it's just going to be kind of cruise control for Brian Van Haften and his Buena Vista Beavers.
I say you put in the freshmen. Give them, you're up by 30 points with 10 minutes left. Put them in a couple minutes. Change that. Put them in about 6-7 minutes left to go, and let them. He's already spoken so well about how well his underclassmen are playing. Brett Smith, I played against him at the beginning of the year in a pickup game. Good, solid guy. But these freshmen really deserve a chance to play.
And it looks like Mr. Ryan Hart has got a real floor report for us, so we'll toss it down there.
Well, apparently a moment of tension, some tension breaking here in
in Stevens Fieldhouse. Apparently one of the players lost their contacts on the floor, and a comment was made that the floor was so shiny they couldn't even find the contact. So there was quite a bit of tomfoolery and laughing going on about that. So, but apparently the contact was found, and apparently everything's okay on the floor. Back to those men of steel, Jay and Matt.
The Men of Steel.
The Men of Steel.
So we went from being Batman and Robin to Superman one of these. Mr. Harder, when he takes his job, floor reporter, he takes that job seriously. I mean, he is down with the fibers down there,
He is
buddy.
down there with the floor. Back to the action here. Foylik brings the ball up the court. Fish
Pop
out
it,
top.
Fish.
There's Bjorken.
If Fish hits a 3, we give him player of the game.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. We'll
Okay,
have to think
play off
about
the bench.
that.
Play off the bench.
We'll think about
Look at
it.
that. Look at that. Nolan Stripe just getting busy.
And I didn't see who threw that away. I think that was Nick Winters.
Nolan. I think it was old Nolan who actually had that one.
Nolan threw that one away. That's okay.
Can't do everything, Nolan.
Nope.
Fish. Come on, Fish, buddy. You got to get your
There's
swerve on.
Courtney inside, number 44. No, I'm sorry. That was Donnie Morris.
That's all right. I forgive you.
That's my bad. I'm just not picking up the names like I should be. There's Morse outside to number 25.
And here comes the Twin
Casey
Towers
Grind.
checking in a minute. Here we got Detlinger. Uh-oh.
There's Foylik. Foylik brings it back out, says, nope, let's reset the offense, boys.
I was hoping for a lob pass
Foylik
there.
says 3. No.
Oh, Nick, you can't do that. You can't climb the back like a
Nope.
tree, buddy.
Nick pushes off, and that's
his second on the night, Mr.
foul.
Lacasse.
64-32, 9 minutes and 40 seconds to go. I'm Matt Lacasse along with Jay Answer here.
Folks, we hope you're enjoying this Innovation video production this evening. I know we are. The first game this evening, a romp in favor of the women's team, 87-62. Mr. Lacasse, one quick note about that ladies game in a minute here. I'll tell you, that's some pretty important information, but back to the action.
Oh, Bjorken. Oh, Detlinger almost had another block there for himself.
Oh, I would have loved that. Come on, I would have loved it.
There's Foylik bringing the ball up the court. Looks like Dubuque's finally going to put some pressure on him here.
They should have been doing that since minute 1, Mr. Lacasse.
I agree wholeheartedly with you. I can't argue with you at all. There's Jamie Wilson giving the ball to Foylik out top. Foylik's dribbling around.
The screen.
Gives it to Detlinger for 3. It's 67-34, 9 minutes to go.
His fourth trifecta of the night. I think it's like 4 for 6. And you know what? When you're hitting that well from, say, 19 feet out, that's good. But when you're hitting that well from 22 feet out, Mr. Guys, don't even bother saying no to the guy. Give him the ball.
Nolan Stribe, good defense there. Knocks it out of number 25. We got Casey Grimes' hands there.
Quick note here, Mr. Lacasse, I mentioned a minute ago. We're talking way earlier about Braz. We'll go back to the field game. Go back to the women's game. Braza didn't play much tonight. She knocked her hips out of place earlier in the week. So if anybody out there was wondering who didn't know why Braza's numbers weren't big, I know we mentioned that at halftime of the women's game. She didn't have any points. That was the big deal with her. Barry deciding to rest her. Smart move with postseason play coming up. But that's the news on her.
Number 25, Casey Grime from deep in the corner. Oh!
He took a page out of the BV handbook there.
Yes, he did.
Freeze, save all.
25, Casey Grime with the shot just a moment ago. We're going to have Jamie Wilson inbounding the ball here.
Jamie Wilson, I want to see this guy score some points. He really deserves it tonight. He's been working his tail off.
There's Bloom.
Look at him. He's the anchorman right here. He's the one who's going to bring it back down. He's going to save him.
There we go.
His head was up. He was thinking the whole time.
Press breaker in. Detlinger for 3 from the corner. He
Look at him.
answers.
He stood there. He's like, you can't stop me. You can only help to contain me.
70-37 is your score now. Up by 33 points. Bloom gets the rebound.
Bloom
after
with
the
the board.
shot. Bloom bringing the ball up the court. Gives it off to Schmalbach. Schmalbach brings up. Dribbles left. Inside to Detlinger. Detlinger up and no good. Rebounds. Up again. And that's good. 72-37, 7 minutes and 49 seconds to go here in the second half. Stevens Fieldhouse. Casey Grime from the corner again. That must be his shot.
Did you hear that little bang? That's the son of a bad shot when you hear that. It's like a drum or something, you know.
Detlinger recovers on that one.
Get your hands out of my face. Look at him.
Up.
Break him down. Break him down. He's like, you can't stop me. Did you see that he was like out top. Detlinger with a great move. Look who's checking back into the game. Our personal favorite and yours, folks. Well, maybe not yours, but we're rather enjoying this play tonight. KJ, Keith Johnson, 12 points this evening.
Yes, he's pretty much been the main scorer there for Dubuque, you know. Bloom adds 2 more to his point totals for the evening.
Oh, look at that. He got another block, Mr. Lacasse.
Mr. Entzer being happy.
Oh,
there's Bloom, gives it off to Schmalbach. Schmalbach for 3. No good.
That had a little too much on it from the beginning.
Yep, that a little bit too strong there.
Oh, look at Jamie. Jamie's like, oh, come on.
Jamie says,
I had my dunk on that one. I'm a dunk. That was it. Mr. Lacasse, once again, let's do some math on the scoreboard. BV has once again doubled up the Spartan team. And this is getting out of hand. And it's beyond that.
Yeah, it's gotten ugly here in the last few minutes. 74-37, 6 minutes and about 50 seconds to go here in the second half.
Now's the time for Coach Van Haften to put in his young players. Give them some playing time. Give them some experience. Give guys like, I know Stripe's been getting a lot of time tonight, but give the guys like, the Beckers, the Jansons, and the Seifers, give those guys a chance to play. OJ with the deuce.
OJ with 2. Got number 10 there, Casey Krishner bringing it back up from Kelowna. Inside to Brian, there he goes. Oh, no, excuse me, Bill Powell. Bill Powell in the lane for a deuce.
Bill Powell with 8. He's the second guy on the scoring list tonight for the Spartan team.
Here comes OJ. Brings the ball up the court. OJ driving. Up and no good. Air ball there.
No go.
A little bit too strong. Tried to get it up over that defender's hand.
Is he going to try and do it all?
Oh, that was a nice move there by number 21, Kevin Johnson.
Mr. Lacasse, I want to ask you for your opinion here, bud. And while we got a moment here, the likelihood of this BV team making the tournament. Good, you think?
Well, I really can't say, Jay. In my opinion, I think they should get an at-large bid, but I'm not that familiar with the Division III race over the nation, basing from the teams in this conference, I'd say that they would have a pretty good shot. My hometown, Grinnell College, I don't know, they always seem to get overlooked in the tournament. They got Jeffrey Clement had 77 points.
Jeffrey Clement, you sent me that email. That was phenomenal.
Jeff
77 points.
77 points the other night, folks. He's quite a player. If you're ever in that neck of the woods and you're in town on the Grinnell College home basketball game night, he's something to check out.
They overlook Grinnell, from what I hear. But, the thing is, get the at-large bid. That is big for these two schools to get that at-large bid.
Yes,
and I really think BV has a great chance to get it. It would have definitely helped if they hadn't lost the back-to-back games.
Yes, definitely. But just going to have to build on what they've got now. Got your final score. Not final score yet. Still got another 5 minutes and 50 seconds before you get your final score. But it's 76-39 right now. And we got the foul on the court. Looks like Fisher's going to be shooting 2 here. Brian
Casey
Fisher.
Grimes picks up his 3rd. And the Fish at the line. He's doing it all tonight. That's only his 2nd point of the night, but you know what?
He's been doing all the little things.
He's been doing all the little things indeed. Almost time for Mr. Lacasse tonight to pick our player of the game and our player off the bench here, and I'm really not too sure, Mr. Lacasse. Which one do I get to pick, Mr. Lacasse? Which one?
I'll give you the player of the game. How about that?
Landon. Landon with another deuce. I think I know who Mr. Lacasse is giving his player off the bench to. I think I know it. Especially after that last play. I think I know it. I get to pick the player again. I feel so privileged there. That was a great move up and under by Landon Roth there.
Was.
The southpaw, sweet. You know what? He can do it with both hands. I mean,
yes, he can.
He can drive and dribble and dish and do everything.
He's
and
a complete ball player. Oh, Fisher with another block.
Block of the night. Mr. Lacasse, I think we should go for a co-tie. A co.
I think we should. In fact,
I don't know what to do. Mr. Lacasse, it's entirely up to you. It's your call entirely. It's your call entirely. That was a... But the Fish coming up with big game tonight. Big game. Big game tonight. But Landon picking up his 2nd foul of the night.
Okay.
But I really don't think that it's a matter right now of who fouls out. It's not all entirely detrimental if anybody fouls out at this particular point.
Not at this point. Number 10, Casey Krishner there, gets a couple free throws in. Nolan Stribe there, gets it out to Froelich. Or no, I'm sorry, Bjorken. Bjorken to Landon. Oh, Kevin Johnson with the monster block. Got both hands up on the backboard there. Those are what you call ups, Mr. Enser.
That's mad ups, Mr. LaCasse. I loved it.
Gee, I wish I could jump that high.
I wish I could dream. I dream about jumping that high with the trampoline and my little shoe attachments. You know, those little power ups things.
I hear you. Landon Roth giving
big ups.
Mr. Bjorken a smile there, says,
dude, if
not that time.
He's looking at Bjorken like, you know, if I'd have thrown that down, you guys would have owed me some serious respect and props there.
There's Casey Krishner throwing another free throw down for him.
His second of the night. I believe he's 2 for 3 on the line this evening.
5 minutes and 9 seconds to go. 79-42.
Winners
is
with
your
the board.
Score.
Out to Stribe. He wants this.
There's Stribe up. What a play by Nolan
Stribe is phenomenal. He's got 2 on the night. Block Nick Winters getting on the block party.
That was getting in on the block party.
Fish said, yeah, we need another guy to help me. I can't go all the way out there and get those. You take care of those. If anybody brings it into the fish house, though.
There's Farley gonna try to get it in there. Gets it into
the give back.
Oh, Farley for 3 hits it. 45-81. 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go here. Nick Winters.
After that big block there, let's take a look at this guy.
Nick Winters, number 30, you see, stepped into a lineup at Christmas. 76% free throw shooter and averaging 12 minutes a game. Only a freshman, so you can only figure that his numbers are going to go up from here. You know, he's just having a heck of a season. Been a great addition to this BV team.
Nolan Stribe to the basket a minute ago.
And, Mr. Enser, looks like you're going to get your wish. Got some guys that don't normally play a whole bunch coming in here. We got
number 5, Brett Smith into the game. We got number 13, Brett Nelson with the big 3.
Brett Nelson with the big 3 right at the end of the half. You know, that really brought the crowd out of their seats, got them pumped up, ready to go for the second half.
Stribe, all of a sudden Stribe with 5 quick points. Does that tell you the effectiveness of these BV players? They're role players. Everybody's a role player.
They are.
I mean, just look at that Fish. Fish is the dominator down low. Stribe in the game now. He's your quick scorer. He's a great defender. Look at Brett Smith all over him. Brett Smith comes in the game reckless abandon. He's like, I'm playing D. Picks it up. Look at him.
Brett Smith,
look at him.
there you
Maintain
go.
Composure.
Get it to the Fish. Fish says, okay, I'll bring it up court.
Fish, look at him. Look at him. He got a smile. He's like, come on, let me have it.
Ben Hafton gives him a smile. Says, attaboy, Fish.
He's like, Fish, if you'd have taken all the way, that would have been hilarious. Oh, Fish. Fish is like, oh, man. See that? That's great teamwork. Fish is like, oh, I want Brett to have a 3. Coach, I want, look at him. Look at Coach. He's smiling. He's like, Coach, I wanted Brett to have the 3. I wanted him to have his moment. His one. Look, Van Hafton is living it up over there. This is great.
There's Krishner bringing up the court. Oh, off number 33 there. Brad Nelson playing the defense there. Got the choppers going. Inside the.
Oh,
inside
come on,
number
Nick.
24, Jack Lighty.
The choppers. Did you say the choppers?
The choppers, yeah.
He's doing like a Scott Pollard thing there with that. Trying to do the Scott Pollard thing, if you remember that from last year. But like I said, Mr. Guys, I think I should. This is a great move. I mean, look at that. You got Fish. You know, he's in there. Fish is the junior. Stribe the freshman. Smith the freshman. Winters the freshman. Nelson.
Sophomore.
Nelson the junior. Nelson the junior.
Junior, excuse me.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Nicky
Fish with the
Winters.
assist.
Nicky Winters, what a shot, and the assist from the Fish. This team is just a very unselfish team.
Well, we're going to remain with the underwater routine, fish and shellfish.
Oh, what a play! That's a nice play there by Mr. Nick Winters.
He had to be careful that the ball didn't go across that court. He did, but the ball did.
There's Brent Smith.
Come on, Brent. Put it up. Put it up. Oh,
and the Fish.
The Fish. The
Fish
finger roll. The finger roll.
That was nice. Ben Hafton says nice pass there, Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith goes to town on that one.
There you go for that. Number 5, Aaron Crum putting up the deuce, and he sinks it. Your score is now 88-50. 2 minutes and 57 second ticks left on the clock in this game.
The question is, Mr. Cass, do we put a quarter on whether they bust 100 here? Look at this. Look who's coming in off the bench. Number 10, Tom Harskamp, a sophomore at a Sioux Center. Brett Smith with his deuce. And also coming off the bench, number 44, Jason Becker, a freshman from Williamsburg. He's going to his bench a little later, but you know what? I'm glad.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. And the foul. Look at it. That's not what I wanted. Nolan Stribe's like, I wanted the dunk.
What a play. Stride was thinking up, and away.
Stride was thinking dunk you very much from minute 1.
All of the way, but Eric Farley says, no, I don't think so. We're not going to allow the crowd to get out of hand just like that. So
that would have been something else right there.
Getting a little foul there. Looks like an intentional foul, actually. Stride first one's up and good. So that's 3 points down the court already. You got 93-50 with 2.5 minutes to go. And
Mr. Lacasse, I want you to help me read this off here. Stride.
Freshman.
Brett Smith.
Freshman.
Nick. Hold on. Who else we got out there? We got number 13, Brad Nelson.
Junior.
All right. Then who else we got there? We got number 10, Tom Harskamp.
Sophomore.
And we got Jason Becker.
A freshman. You got 3 freshmen, a junior, and a sophomore out there. Shows just what kind of confidence Coach Brian Van Haften has in this team. You know, he's putting them out there and saying, okay, guys, I'm going to give you a chance to get some playing time in
sophomore.
Here. Breaking those shoes.
Oh! Jason Becker with the deuce. Nicely done. The killer crossover there.
Nice. Oh, dribbles it off his foot.
I don't know about that. I think that should have been BV ball right there. Looked like look at number 33, Preston Treat dribbling off his own foot. But hey,
that's what it looked like to me.
I could be wrong.
You know what? We're not wearing the black and white tonight. So
I'm very thankful I'm not wearing the black and white. I had to ref a few games, for second graders. So that's a ruthless thing to do.
Number 0 there, Josh Kennicott from Dysart, Iowa. Dysart.
Where's that at?
Couldn't tell you. I've never even heard of it.
My goodness, there's a lot of things.
Brett Smith playing the inbounds defense there.
Brett. Look at him. Look, he's like, oh, man, that was so not fair.
Brett gets the foul there. He's probably a bit upset with himself, I'd imagine.
He's smiling. He's like, oh, come on, that was my pick there. That was my pick.
Score is 96-50 at the moment. 2 minutes and 4 seconds to go in this contest.
I want to see a dunk, Mr. Lacasse. I want to see a dunk here.
I wouldn't mind seeing a dunk, personally.
I could go back to my room tonight and I'd be content. I'm like, yeah, I was with my main man all night, Mr. Matt Lacasse. Saw 2 great BV wins, and I saw a dunk.
Farley's 2 free throws are up and good.
Here's the man to do it, in my opinion. Nolan Strive. If anybody's going to do the dunk you very much routine tonight, Mr. Nolan Strive.
Tom
Look at him flying in there.
What a play. That was good hustle there by Strive. Brent Smith. Oh, that looked clean from my vantage point, Mr. Inser.
Mr. Lacasse, you got the best vision of the 2 of us here.
But again, we're not the refs, and
we're thankful for that.
Exactly. So we're gonna have number 33, excuse me, Mr. Treat, gonna be shooting a couple here.
What a name! What a name, Preston Treat.
That just kind of rolls off the tongue. It's kind of like
Bineborn.
These
guys have some cool names. Maybe they could transfer here just for their names.
I don't know if I want to transfer across the state or not.
Where's Dubuque at?
It's right just on the Mississippi,
My goodness, that's a ways away, Mr. Lacasse.
It's a ways east, you might say.
This is a great state of Iowa. It's a long state to travel, and
yes,
I have to do the drive. But
Tom Harskamp gets the ball. He's going to bring it up court.
Look at him! Look at him! The high dribble. Got to keep it down. Keep it down. Keep it down, Tom. All right.
Tom gets it off number 44 there. Gets it.
Becker
inside. One of the ball.
Gets picked. $1:35.
Mr. Becker gets picked.
No fouls. No fouls. No fouls. Just good clean
inside.
ball.
Becker gets away with the possible foul there.
Throw it down the court. Throw it down the court. Throw it. You got. Nolan's like.
Nolan says, "Give me the ball. I had a running start.
I want to put on a clinic." Nolan breaking him off some real. Oh man.
Nolan says, "I'm going to get my propers. I'm taking to the hole, man."
He's like, "You guys sent 3 people, and no one can stop me."
Nolan Stribe is certainly a player to look forward to next season.
He's a great guy.
He's had
to talk to, but he's also a phenomenal ball player.
Stribe hits his free throw.
Who said that? Oh, that's okay.
There's number 0 out front there. What's his name? Josh Kennicott. Oh, it was Mr. Harskamp. Nice save there. Brent Smith trying to get the. What am I looking for? What's the word, Mr. Inser?
Trying to get the steal.
That's it. Thank you. My memory escaped me. Surprise, surprise, everybody.
I'm going to be quiet for the next 50 seconds if that's at all possible.
I don't think it is.
I think people in the control room right now are going, yeah, right. I think people I know are going, yeah,
right.
right.
As am I. Number 24.
Hey, way hard.
Jack
off,
Lighty
Mr. Lacasse.
missing his first free throw.
Mr. Lacasse, you and I have been through too much together.
Mr. Lighty's shot is up, and it's good. Count that, 54-98.
Give him a point for the night.
You got 2 points to break the century mark, Mr. Unser. What do you think?
Oh, Mr. Lacasse, didn't we make it better early if they break 100? Detlinger got his block.
Detlinger got his block. Bloom got a little bit closer to that 1,000-point mark. Oh, not that time down the floor.
Don't foul, no foul, no foul.
Oh.
Oh, look at this, look at this. Oh.
There's Stride. What do you do with it?
He's like,
Shot clock's off. You hold it.
Here goes
Stride drives, gets it out for 3.
They're going for it in style.
No good.
They're going for it with style right here.
Got it! There's 101 points for the Buena Vista Beavers. 12 seconds to go in the game, and they hit the 3 to break the century mark.
Folks, this game will end on the shot. No good. Rims out. Oh, got the dunk. Put it up, put it up. Put it all. Mr. Lacasse, this has been a fabulous event and a great evening with you.
Yes, it has. It's been such a fun time. Your final score, 101 points for the Buena Vista Beavers to only 54 for the Dubuque University of Dubuque Spartans. Quite a game here. We're going to have to go to a commercial break, and when we get back, we'll take a look
at our player of the game and our bench player of the game.
Indeed. We'll tell you when you get back.
Dinner.
Well, I thought you'd be home a couple of hours ago, and I put everything away, so I didn't...
What is this? Pizza? What, pizza?
If you had just called me, I would have known what...
Dinner ready is pizza.
I didn't know you'd be so late.
Let me ask you something. Is it too much to have dinner waiting when I go home?
Please don't be so loud.
Don't tell me what to do. You shut up.
I thought you'd be home
I can
earlier.
get pizza at work.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'll do something better. I'll fix you something
better.
Let go of me.
Get in the kitchen.
No.
Well, it hurts. Do you want to see what hurts? That's what hurts. That's what hurts. Now get up and clean up this mess. Shut up.
I'll be quiet.
For information, call 1-800-END-ABUSE.
Sally wants to be a surgeon someday. Maybe she'll operate on you. Now, would you like a free booklet of simple ways you can help improve her education? Call 1-800-96-PROMISE.
Welcome back to the Fieldhouse, everybody. Stevens Fieldhouse. I'm Matt Lacasse. This is my partner in crime, Jay Anser. It's been a pleasure talking with you this evening. We got a couple awards to give out here, Mr. Anser. We got Player of the Game and Off the Bench.
Mr. Lacasse, you had the Off the Bench award tonight, and you know, I was very proud of you. We wanted to give it a co-tie, but I believe we had to pick one man, and I believe it was your personal favorite.
Landon, we give our Off the Bench Player of the Award to. We're going to give that to Mr. Landon Roth, and we're going to say hi there, people. How you doing?
How you doing? Landon Roth, big-time player tonight. 13 points, a couple boards, and hustle. I mean, we can't talk enough about the hustle. Constantly getting the floor tonight, picking up steals, floor burns galore. I mean, this guy is every coach's dream. But also every coach's dream is the pure shooter. and I picked player of the game. I had to go with Detlinger.
Yes,
Guy had game high 21 points, including 5 from downtown, 5 of 7, I believe, from downtown.
How can you not go with Detlinger? I mean,
The guy can shoot 22 for three-pointers like it's nothing, flat-footed. I mean, it's incredible.
Indeed.
But I wanted to get player of the game, off player to Fish. The guy had 5 blocks off the bench, but you know what? I'm happy the ones we gave it to. And you know what? If you're Coach Hadachek, you got to be happy with your players. I mean,
Van Haften.
Van Haften. Who did I say?
You said Hadachek.
My gosh.
It's okay.
See, it's been a long night. It's been a long night. It's been a long night. But yeah, okay, Van Haften. Great guy, great coach, great players, great team.
Yes, this is a team to be reckoned with. You know, they had a couple of tough losses, you know, but that's all in the past. They got to focus on what games they got ahead of them. There you see your player of the game, 21 points for Nick Detlinger. You know, the kid can shoot. That's all you can say.
Can flat out shoot.
The kid can shoot.
And it's like we mentioned earlier. It doesn't matter if it's Bloom or Detlinger or OJ or whoever. These guys, everybody's doing the work, and it's seniors and it's juniors. And as we saw at the end of the game, those freshmen, sophomores, going to be
Those
something else
freshmen
to
and
be
sophomores
messed
are going to
with in a
be
few years.
quite a force to be reckoned with. Well, that's all Jay and I have for you. We're gonna toss it down to Mr. Ryan Harder.
But before we do that, we're going to say goodbye for ourselves.
We are going to say goodbye, and Ryan Harder will take it from there.
Good night, everybody.
And I'm down here on the floor with Coach Van Haften. Coach, congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you very much. It was a good win for us. We needed to get a good one underneath our belt here tonight.
Yeah, well, a pretty decisive victory. For most of the game, you outscored the Spartans 2-1. So you were pretty impressed with your team's performance?
Yeah, I thought we played really well defensively and played unselfishly on the offensive end. And when we do that, we're pretty good.
Okay, now tomorrow you're traveling to Luther. I'm sorry, Decorah to take on the Luther Norse. Anything you're looking for in that game?
Well, they're the #1 defensive team in the league, and we're #2, so it should be more of a defensive battle tomorrow night. And so we're going to have more of the same as far as playing good, solid team basketball, making the extra pass, and then having a great defensive effort.
Okay, did you see this game tonight as a preparation of any kind for tomorrow's game?
No, we needed a win. I mean, we lost the last 2 games. To be honest with you, we haven't even really thought about tomorrow night's game yet. That's how we normally do it. We normally just worry about Friday, and we worry about Saturday on Saturday. And so we'll get together tomorrow morning and get ready for the game.
Okay, Coach. Well, congratulations on the win tonight, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And on behalf of Jay Inser, Matt Lacasse, and the entire Innovation Video crew, we thank you for watching, and we'll see you next Friday. Good night.